Welcome to Roanoke County Business Partners. Today, we're going to talk about the Gauntlet Business Plan Contest. And with me, I have Annette Patterson, president of the Advancement Foundation. The Advancement Foundation, of course, Annette is the one who puts on the Business Plan Contest. You've done this Business Plan Contest for 3 years now. How was the Gauntlet different this year than in previous years?
So last year was our second annual Gauntlet competition, and we were really focused on the Vinton community. So all of the businesses who went through our competition, we had 25 last year, they all were opening in the community of Vinton. This year we expanded more regional focus to Botetourt and Roanoke counties, and so we had 84 entrepreneurs through our competition this year. Wow, that is great. So how was judging handled this year? With 84, 85, you had some who opted to be part of the Gauntlet, but not the contest. So how was judging handled? How close was judging? How did that work out? So a great program this year. We expanded into including high school and college students in the program, which was very exciting. The judging was based on their participation in the 3-month of classes that we had where they were developing their business plans. At the end of the program, they had to present their businesses to a panel of judges. So they were scored on that. They were scored on their business plans, and then they were also scored on participation and tied to sort of really regional priorities for business. That's great. That's great. Well, thank you for explaining that. And now let's go ahead and look at who some of the top placers were in the Gauntlet. I'm with Mitchell England of Eagle Ridge Canned Salmon. You want to tell us a little bit about your company, how you got started, and one of the unique things is I think you're a high school student, so give us a little background there.
Yeah, I'm a senior right now at Glenver High School. I started working up there my junior year during the summers, and I met a guy who had a gill netting thing, and he hooked me up with canned salmon and fresh salmon that I can bring back to Virginia in a timely manner, about 3 to 2 days.
That's great. That's great. So who are you trying to sell this to?
Wineries, individuals, really anyone willing to buy it.
Right. And what I think is interesting about this is king salmon, right?
Yes, sir. This is king.
So that means this king salmon only runs, you can only get it 3 months out of the year.
Yes, sir.
But the fact that you're canning this and bringing it here, we can get it 12 months out of the year. Is that correct?
And it's smoked too, so a shelf life is a lot longer than normally if you were to have it in the freezer.
Well, I've sampled it. It's absolutely delicious. Now, tell me a little bit about where you're participating in the Gauntlet. Why'd you participate in the Gauntlet?
Miss Hooker, my marketing teacher, she entered me into it, and we've been working through it and just entered it really just to get more business.
Yeah, and there's a little background story there. Martha Hooker's your teacher. Yes, she's also, in a roundabout way, my boss because she's a Board of Supervisor member for Roanoke County. Yeah. We brought her in to see if she could help us market this, and instead she brought you along, and we couldn't be happier. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for joining us. We'll be right back.
Roanoke County wants you to know that the Catawba Hospital has been serving our community for over 100 years. It is a vital part of the Commonwealth of Virginia's Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Services. The hospital is a safety net for helping those who other facilities cannot serve. They offer a wide array of recovery-based psychiatric treatment interventions for adults from age 18 to 65 and well beyond. We consider ourselves fortunate to have such an outstanding team of clinicians and consultants meeting the needs of those individuals who may otherwise not be served.
Welcome. I'm here with Carrie of Stony Brook Vineyards. Carrie, can you tell me a little bit about Stony Brook Vineyards, how you got started, and just a little bit of the background?
Yes, absolutely. Stony Brook Vineyards is in Trottville, Virginia. We only have 2 acres under vine currently, but we have about 26 acres cleared, and it's actually land that came from my great-great-grandfather. So we decided to do something with the land and plant some vines. We have Cab Franc and Petite Manseng now. We're actually getting ready to plant 3,000 new vines in May, and we're hoping to bottle our first bottle of wine in 2020.
Great,
so fingers crossed there.
Yeah. So you're not bottling yet, but you are working with a vineyard in Northern Virginia. Is that correct?
Yes, we are. We're working with Barrel Oak and they're in Winchester, Virginia. They've been buying our grapes for the last 2 harvests. We've had 2 successful harvests so far.
That's great. And so now you're going to bring it home and try to set up right in Roanoke County.
Yes.
And the reason I'm interviewing you is I'm with Roanoke County, but we're here as part of the Gauntlet Business Plan Contest. What has this experience for the Business Plan Contest been for your family?
You know, honestly, it's brought us closer together as a family, to be honest. We really didn't have a business plan going into it, and we've known what our goals are, and we just haven't had that push to get started. And the Gauntlet has really shown us how to write a business plan, how to get started, some of the things that we hadn't thought about before that we're going to think about now. So it's been a great experience.
Well, that's
very
great.
positive.
We've had all kinds of different businesses, but this is one of the few family-run businesses, and I think it's always a challenge when you work with family, and we're in hopes that the Gauntlet has helped you develop your plan, come up with some strategies to make it so that you can have a successful business.
Absolutely. It's a challenge, but it's also a blessing to be able to do this with our family.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Brad Betcher with the Roanoke Blacksburg Regional Airport, asking that when your travel plans require air service, that you consider flying from home. Your Roanoke Blacksburg Regional Airport, your gateway to the world. We offer nonstop service to 8 destinations: Atlanta, Chicago O'Hare, Philadelphia, Washington Dulles, Charlotte, and New York LaGuardia, in addition to Orlando and Tampa St. Pete, with over 450 destinations just 1 connection away. We are local, convenient. There aren't long security lines and no exhausting drive home. We employ people from the Roanoke Valley. Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, the world is at your doorstep, and you create demand when you fly from ROA. This has recently created more flights, competitive fares. In January, we added a second nonstop flight to New York LaGuardia. In April, Philadelphia service will be upgraded to regional jet service, and a late flight from Charlotte will return. Thank you, Roanoke Valley, for your support. Fly local, fly from home, fly ROA. Information and details available at flyroa.com.
Welcome back. I'm with Luke April of Frost Gear. Luke, tell me a little bit about yourself. My understanding is you've started a company with some friends, but aren't you a college student?
I am, sir. So I am a sophomore at Roanoke College, business major, and what we have within Frost Gear is a cold weather sports technologies company. Now, that being said, as we've discussed, we're also doing a little tactical product development for some protective systems for the U.S. military and law enforcement, which we'll be speaking about momentarily.
Sure. Tell us a little bit about your Frost Gear gloves. Those are real interesting.
Yeah, so we do substantially all of our business under our registered trademark Frost Glove, and with that, the first product that we developed within the company was baseball's first ever cold weather throwing glove. So with that, we developed a proprietary synthetic compound that was conducive to gripping cowhide, what a baseball is comprised of, with a high coefficient of friction. So essentially with this product right here, you can throw the ball effectively and efficiently in any weather.
Great.
Enabling all winter training and everything like that. It's patented in the U.S., patent pending in Canada, and patent pending in the Republic of South Korea. 3 markets that we foresee ourselves engaging in.
Great, great. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about your latest product, this tactical glove. Now, this tactical glove, you're telling us that you can't cut through it. It's flexible. It's good in cold and warm weather. You can bend it. And who are you marketing this to?
So that product right there was just approved by the Department of Defense. That is a cold weather military tactical glove. So that would be for application with any of the services within the military. We also make a law enforcement model, but in terms of the protection, we infuse it with a material that has a level 4 grade cut resistant. It also has a low electrical conductivity in case an officer gets electrocuted. It's flame retardant, and it's also impervious to a lot of chemicals.
So they can operate their equipment, they can use their
dexterity
firearm,
is something that we saw as being imperative.
And so
with that.
I'm going to test this out, and you've told me this works. I'm pushing as hard as I can. I'm cutting, pushing, cutting, and I can't cut it. That's amazing. Now, it does cut through the first layer, but
so
it's not going to cut through the rest.
It's designed to just pretty much tarnish the first layer of leather, but the internal material, the proprietary material, it's not going to cut through. So let's say an officer is exposed to a blade in the line of duty protecting the community, he's sufficiently protected with our product.
When I first met you and saw this, I introduced you to our police department. Can you tell us what happened there?
Yes, so incidentally, just this morning, we ended up processing an order with Roanoke County, their SWAT team. We're going to be outfitting their entire SWAT team with that product right there, the military product, which we're very optimistic about. Pretty much left there yesterday, very hopeful, and today it came through. through.
Great.
Also going to be trying to implement our cold weather law enforcement patrolman's glove, which doesn't have the knuckle plate but still affords the officer the same protective benefit.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we've got all kinds of neat participants here in the Gauntlet. We've had a high school student, now we've got college students. This is a product that we're excited to have in our community, and the fact that it's some young students doing it is great. Thank you for participating, and thank you for joining us.
Absolutely, thank you.
The Roanoke County Economic Development Department, in partnership with the City of Roanoke Economic Development Department, organizes a wide variety of free workshops for businesses and entrepreneurs. Whether you have a new business idea or have been in business for years, there is sure to be a workshop that matches your needs. Workshops include, but are not limited to, marketing, finance, apprenticeship programs, cybersecurity, programs to cut your business's electric bill, entrepreneurship, and much more. If you would like to learn more, please contact Jessica Fintel at 540-772-2185 or email jfintel@roanokecountyva.gov.
Welcome back. I'm with Mike McCormick. He has developed a system and a product for addiction recovery. Mike, could you tell me a little bit about your company and your product?
Yes, so Core Authentic Enterprises, we innovate products for the self-help field. One application is for recovery, addictions recovery. The other application is for personal awareness.
Gotcha. And so this particular product that you entered into the Gauntlet, can you explain what that is?
Sure. So it's a daily program that helps people in recovery, if that's what they're using it for, focus their attention in a daily manner to help them overcome the obstacles from living a authentic life, which is living authentically from the core.
Okay, so for example, I think you've got like a little coin.
Yes, so basically I have 15 tokens that all they have to do is pay attention to throughout the day, and 4 easy to follow steps that are called core chores, right? And so they follow that in the morning, during the day, in the evening, and then they envision a better life. They follow this and they will integrate themselves.
Gotcha. So what I like is you've got these coins or tokens, and they can carry it in their pocket and take it out. It reminds them of what they're trying to accomplish that day.
Yes, throughout the day.
Right. And the other thing I like about this is this can be a standalone system in and of itself, but it also works well with like AA and some other systems.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That is correct. So the system can be used with 12 steps, other recovery programs like Smart Recovery, and it can be used with therapists, addictions counselors, or it's a standalone device. People can use it before, if they're going into rehab, they can use it before rehab, during rehab, or after rehab.
Great. So what did you get out of joining the Gauntlet and being part of this competition?
It was one of the best things I've done on this end. The research and development aspects of this device has taken me about 2 years. The incubation phase, which is the Gauntlet, has really taken me to the next level. The support that I've received here has been phenomenal, not only through other participants, but through the teachers here and all of the community leaders.
And we're going to work with you and see if we can find you a manufacturer locally who can make your product for you and help you distribute it. We really appreciate you joining us today, and we're going to be here and try to help support your business along the way. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back.
The Roanoke County Economic Development Department has launched Site Selector, a new online commercial real estate search database. Site Selector can be found on the Roanoke County Economic Development website under the Sites and Buildings menu at yesroanoke.org. It provides users with a one-stop shopping experience when researching properties. While the application functions much like popular websites such as Zillow, LoopNet, and others, Site Selector provides much more advanced data on business properties that includes but is not limited to property reports, tax maps, demographic reports, business summary reports, site maps, and much more. Learn more about Site Selector by visiting the Help section that features a video overview and instructions on how to use the site at yesroanoke.org.
Welcome back. I'm with Austin Bausman of Wingman Outfitters. Austin, can you tell us a little bit about Wingman Outfitters?
Yes, Wingman Outfitter we launched in June of last year. Our business is based around a product for canoes. It's a cooler outrigger. It allows you to do more with your canoe, stand and fish, safer, carry more gear, carry your pets as well.
Yeah, I've seen you in some magazines. You were in what, Bass Magazine, is that correct?
Bassmaster, yes. Sir.
Bassmaster Magazine.
Yes.
And what's great is essentially you're just turning a canoe, and you got it turns into like pontoons for the canoe. You can carry your fish, your bait, your beer, whatever it is.
That's right.
And, and on top of that, I understand that this is something that can be adapted. Let's say I'm out all day and I want to have a picnic. What else can I do with it?
That's right. So if you're going canoe camping, you can take this product off of the boat and turn it into a sizable camping table, a rigid camping table. So it's an extra.
That's great. What I like about it is it's a very rugged, strong camping table. When I look at this product, I say, wow, this is going to save me a lot of money because I used to have a flat bottom rowboat, a canoe, that type of thing, and now you can turn your canoe into whatever you want.
Right, exactly. So you have the mobility of a canoe, but the stability of a raft. So
yeah, great. So what are your next steps now?
Well, we have many other ideas, including accessory ideas to this product here. But we've tested the market. We've sold in over 26 different states and here in the first year. So we're looking forward to invest in some design and improve the product.
Great. And what did you get out of participating in the Gauntlet? What aspects helped you?
Well, this whole process for us has been a big learning curve. So we did enrolled into this program to both learn from all these other businesses that are in the same situations as us. So.
Great. Well, this is awesome. It's great to know that we've got a company starting up here in the area that could turn into a manufacturer, create jobs, a startup, innovative. Great. Thank you for participating, and we'll be right back.
Thank you very much, Jay.
Thank you for joining us for Roanoke County Business Partners. If you have any questions about this show, want to start a business, or need business assistance, please contact the Roanoke County Economic Development Office at 540-772-2069 or email jbrenchick@roanokecountyva.gov, and you can always visit our website at yesroanoke.org.